Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is Breezy J here, and here's a little topic I don't usually talk about, but let's talk professional wrestling. WWE, for example. Now, not last week, but the week before, there was this rumor going around that WWE Raw was going to TV14, and it's been PG since 2008. Um, I would like to say PG is going to eventually come to an end, but when? Because the reports that were sent about TV14 were happening was sent to USA Network. But the thing is, I don't really think at TV14 the change is going to make any much of a difference to WWE. I think it's just what everybody wants, so they're going to change it. Maybe have a little bit more swear words. But as far as blood, as far as doing adult things like sexual acts or um, coming out, the women coming out in their little bikinis, bra and panties matches, I don't think that that's gonna be coming back. I don't think that's gonna be part of the TV14 return, only because that they have entertained the kids for so long. And I even messaged Triple H. I'm like, Paul Levesque, the guy that plays Triple H in WWE. I told him, you know what? And this is personally me. I was like, since 2008, you went PG to entertain the kids. Well, this is 2022. The kids have grown up, and let me tell you why. And you might have an 8-year-old. Hey, my kid's still a child. He's only 8. But the thing is, kids nowadays are sneaky. They know what sex is before they even learn it in school. They know what drugs are. They're tech savvy. You got kids 8 years old, maybe even younger for all we know, plays Grand Theft Auto 5, right? That's rated M for mature. So, since 2008, and well, I'd like to say it's been like that since the early 2000s, ever since smartphones have came out. I want to say that kids have been accustomed to more mature things due to them having social media, due to them having smartphones, so on and so forth. So I want to say, even though you think your child is a kid, they're sneaky. Kids are sneaky nowadays. They'll look up things on Google, stuff that you never thought would ever come. Like, what is sex? What is all this other stuff? What is all that? Some situations you never even heard, and like you never thought that they had ever researched. Because you know what? It's just how it is nowadays. Times have changed to where everybody depends on social media, not only social media, but smartphones. If there was a time when cellular service or whatever died for the day, I guarantee you nobody would know what to do. Because their noses are constantly in their phones, trolling, streaming, blogging, you name it, like what I'm doing. I'm blogging, I'm making my own opinion. What if all this ended? What if we couldn't do this anymore? What would you do? Kids nowadays don't know what playing outside means. And it's all because of social media. And it's all because of smartphones and internet. When I was a kid, I had the PlayStation 2. I wasn't allowed to go on the internet. Back when I was a kid, our internet was part of the phones. So if you played on the internet for whatever it was you did, in order to make a phone call, you'd have to get off the computer. You see, things have evolutionized. Times have changed, unfortunately, and I feel like it's for the worse. So going back to the WWE, I don't think it being changed to TV14 is going to make any bit of difference in entertainment. I feel like it's just going to be the number, the age range, and pretty much what they're going to do is have more foul language in it. And the reason why I feel like blood is not going to be part of a return when it goes to TV14 is because USA don't want nothing to do with blood. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think TV14 is going to make any bit of change in the WWE. Now, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon being the new chairwoman, maybe things will change. Maybe something might change. Maybe something might happen. Maybe this video will be irrelevant. I guess time will tell. WWE to me is boring. I'll watch it. And ever since I heard TV14, I was kind of excited until I turned it on that next Monday night and it was just PG still. Kind of bummed me out. I just don't. I think it's just the staff not making very good storylines. I think that they need to focus more on their product. Who's working with them? Because if I was a professional wrestler in the WWE, my mouth would yap. My mouth would spark a lot. You know, I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. I know exactly what these superstars are capable to do. I've seen it. They could do that all now. But the creative team can't. They can't write it. You know, it's kind of like Bray Wyatt. He was coming out as the Fiend. He was a scary looking dude. He could have been the newest version of Kane. We all know Kane retired. We're never gonna get a Kane like him. Like Jacob. I mean, Glenn Jacobs. We're never gonna get an Undertaker. You know, we have them still, but they're retired now. We're never gonna get another one or any similar because they don't want to ruin the taste or the vibe. Now that would be pretty cool if they had their kids coming in, taking over, continuing what they were doing. That'd be awesome. But it's the creativity that comes to play. You know, they let Bray Wyatt go. They let a bunch of other superstars go because they're all worried about money. And pretty sure Bray Wyatt made a lot of money. He could have been the next frightful character. And WWE to me is so plain. They need to have characters like that. Horror characters. And maybe that's another reason why they want to go TV14 is to bring that horror into this picture. And if that's the case, then that'd be a pretty good thing, you know. Maybe have Edge come out as part of the Brood or something like that. Bray Wyatt have him come out, you know. Make up characters. Another demon from hell. It doesn't have to be Kane's name. It could be Sinister. It could be, you know, a dagger. You know, it could be red and black also. You had Kevin Thorne. Why don't you bring Kevin Thorne back? He was a good vampire. Boogeyman. That was another creepy character. We need creepy characters if we want to keep the audience entertained. You know, the Wyatt family was okay. They had their creepy moments, but it wasn't as creepy as it could have been. And you know, that's just my thoughts, my opinion. I don't think TV14 is really going to change much. Times have changed, you know. They're just changing it to be a little more vulgar with their language. They are changing it to maybe and hopefully bring some more horror characters out. You know, because the characters they got are just they're not unique to me. They're the same. You know, the only difference is there are good guys, there are bad guys. You know, if I were to ask you, describe me the difference between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, you could be like, well, one has attitude, drinks beer, the other just picks on you, makes fun of you, and talks about pie. You know, you can tell the difference between them. Now, if you told me, or if I asked you, well, tell me the difference between Austin Theory and I don't know, another new superstar. You can't. The only thing you can describe them are their different finishers, or maybe how they come out. You know, like their uniqueness. Triple H comes out spitting water in the air. Randy Orton comes up, walks down with his strut, and puts his arms in the air. You know, it's Ric Flair. He's got that little moonwalk, not moonwalk, but that strut. You know, where he does that woo. Um, it's just there's no creativity, and that's the thing I think really needs improved is the creativity. And if you don't have any creativity, you're not going to have many viewers. So, them changing it to TV14, personally, to me, may or may not change anything. Just to please you because you're dying for it to come back, but in reality, the only thing they're changing is the rating. Maybe add some vulgar language. Regardless, I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that things start changing now that Triple H is head of talent. Stephanie McMahon is chairman. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping some change for the better, not for the worse. Because I think we've been at our lowest the lows since it went PG. That's my rant. Sorry if I bored you. You have a good day. See you then. Goodbye for now and have a great day.